Hey guys, it's Leadmoto, and today we're going to talk about one-piece and two-piece suits. So to start it off, yes, there are different kinds of suits. For those new riders or riders who didn't know this, not all of them are your full-on one-piece race attack suits. Not all of them. There's another option, and that is the two-piece suit. I recently acquired a two-piece suit, and it is absolutely game-changing. So you guys have all seen the guys out on sport bikes or even some cruisers that have the full-on leather jacket, and you think to yourself like, well, what about your legs? At least I did. That's exactly what went through my mind. I went through a couple pairs of the Ironworkers Kevlar pants, some Knox Kevlar lined jeans that you can insert some knee pads in, and like that's always good. That's way better than nothing. It gives you a little bit of slide protection, but really and truly, like I don't feel safe unless I have the most security that I can have. For me, that means a suit. The problem is I don't want to look like the street Rossi that's in his one-piece suit in full attack mode, driving to my buddy's house. So that, with that said, it gives you the option that if you're not a track rider, if you're not somebody who spends a lot of time at the track, it gives you the option of still being able to have the, I guess, protection of a full suit without having to be full on street Rossi all the time. This is my two-piece suit that's made up of the Alpinestars MX1, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have no idea what pants these are. I looked forever to try and find the model. They're obviously a discontinued model. Maybe they were a Europe only deal. I caught all of this, including some boots, secondhand on Marketplace for an absolutely steal of a deal price. A lot of people think that this stuff is it's unachievable to unless you have just absolutely tons of money. It's not. It's very achievable. I got this entire get up, the new boots, the jacket, the pants, for less than the price of the boots new, and the boots were in just like these, like new condition. There's no damage on them. It's like somebody bought them and never used them. So that's a great way to get good gear without really having to spend the good gear price. And I trust me, I get it. Good gear is very expensive. When this missile suit first came out, it was $1,000 plus suit. It's not anymore, but you get what I'm saying. There's suits out there that are $2,000 plus dollars. You don't need that. And to be honest with you, unless you're really a track focused rider, and I have a lot of friends that I ride with that have one piece suits because it's a guarantee that if they go to the track, they have a one piece suit. Like there's a lot of drag strips, there's a lot of tracks in the country that won't allow you to run unless you have certain safety parameters, and one of them being a one-piece leather suit. There's a drag strip here, matter of fact, that if you go over a certain speed, you have to have a one-piece leather suit. And this is it is what it is. If you're not one of those guys that's out there doing those kind of things, you don't really need a one-piece suit. And the answer for you might be a two-piece suit. If I'm just going to Jesse's house, who helps me out on House of Moto a lot, I know if you guys frequent the channel, you know who Jesse is. If I'm just riding to Jesse's house, I'm just going to throw the jacket on with some blue jeans, putt down to his house, and work on bikes or barbecue or let the dog swim or whatever it is I'm doing. However, if I'm going like this morning, a group of us went up through the mountains, I'm going to put on the pants of the two-piece suit. It's much more, I can't stress this enough, a two-piece suit is much more forgiving. All of these suits, unless you get a tailored made suit that is literally made to every dimension of your body, these suits are made for kind of the general of that size. So if your torso's longer, if your torso's shorter, if your legs are longer, legs are shorter, arms are longer, arms are shorter. I got long arms. I run into it all the time. These suits aren't made for everybody of that size. I mean, they're really a general fit. So the two-piece suit really gives a lot more forgiveness than the one-piece suit. The one-piece suit is this. That's it. That's what you get. Stuff yourself inside of it, kind of walk to the form of the suit. That's it. That's all you get. The two-piece is a little bit more practical. It's a little bit more comfortable. I can walk around freely and move around fine. You can see this is still a pretty aggressive cut compared, this arm versus this arm. But this one's definitely got more angle. It's definitely got more, you know, this is a completely different design in the shoulder, but it still has a more aggressive arm cut. This suit, I cannot stretch my right arm completely straight. And if you frequent the channel, you know I just have shoulder surgery. I can't stretch my arm completely straight in this. In this, easy, not a problem. That being said, they are two different jacket designs. You have a big plastic plate on the outer of the shoulder, as we're on this one. You just have a plastic plate like on the outside of your shoulder. But there is an inner pad as well. They have the same forearm armor in them. Everything's D3, D30, D3, D30, whatever you say. But it's really a great way to get all the protection of this with the comfort of something you can ride in every day. You can see, still accepts knee pucks, just like the one-piece suit. I have them on my two-piece suit because I use the two-piece suit a lot more. You know, I've taken a couple trips in it, and it's phenomenal. It's completely game-changing. If you haven't ridden in proper gear, you don't understand how much more control you get of the bike. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you're a new rider, invest in your gear. Cannot stress that enough. When I first started riding and I went down, if you think you're not going to, it's going to happen. I wish I would have had something like these, like this. There's just so much impact protection, especially if you're doing mountain runs or if you're doing canyon runs. Have something like this. Don't go out there and really mess yourself up over a couple $100. That's literally, you can get into something like this for a couple $100. It's really worth it. That being said, there's a lot of differences, but there's a lot of similarities. And like I said, like this suit also accepts spine protectors. It accepts chest protectors. Anything and everything you can imagine of safety is this suit, this one-piece suit. This two-piece suit accepts all of the same things. So really think about it, guys. You don't have to buy Alpinestars. I recommend Alpinestars because I love Alpinestars. It's great quality stuff. I can't speak highly enough about it. I mean, it's a world-renowned brand for a reason. They do everything from MX riding to sport bike, MotoGP, race, street, rally. I mean, you can even buy like drag car gloves. They make everything and anything for safety attire for extreme sports, and that's the world we live in, and they are the best in my opinion. So keep that in mind, guys. When you're looking at gear, really encourage you to get a two-piece suit. It is worth every penny. I wish I would have gotten a two-piece suit sooner. I wish I would have gotten a two-piece before I got a one-piece, to be honest with you. I don't go to the track enough to really justify having this expensive suit sitting in my house not doing anything when I could just as easily take this suit. My co-star on House of Moto, Jesse, goes to the track in a two-piece suit. He has crashed at the track in a two-piece suit, and you'd never know. It offers every bit of protection the one-piece suit does, but it gives you the practicality to still have a standalone jacket, or if you stop somewhere like today, when we stopped and got lunch, I took my jacket off, I unzipped around the 270-degree zipper, kept my pants on, obviously. I took my jacket off and just walked around the restaurant like, it's no big deal. So that's my main point, is it's just more practical to go out and ride and have the protection you need in a two-piece suit versus a one-piece suit. If you're going to the track and that's most of the riding that you do, and you don't mind to have, a very expensive suit sitting in your house, have a one-piece suit. At the end of the day, do what you want to do. I'm just here to offer my opinion, and they both have their strengths, they both have their weaknesses. But for the everyday practical rider, the two-piece suit is beyond the better choice. So keep that in mind, guys. I'll be coming to you with a couple more reviews, and then we're going to have an episode of House of Moto that is going to really blow your mind. So stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and look forward to bringing you guys more content.